Hey, what is going on, guys? Joe the Chocobo here, and we are back with Trollpack and my awful voice still. So today what we were going to do was actually, I was thinking that we're going to be creating a certain kind of builder's wand. For those of you who are familiar with the Sky Factory series, there's a very super duper kind of builder's wand that's awesome. However, it's not in this mod pack. I thought it was, I could have sworn I saw it, but I guess not. The one I do see here is the regular builder's wand from Extra Utilities. And so we'll go with this for now. Either way, I think you have to make it in order for this to be a thing. But regardless, we will have to somehow make this all happen at this point. Now for the actual unstable / stable ingot, or whatever you want to call this thing of course is going to be a byproduct of the division sigil, which we did find one of, even though we didn't really fight a boss for it, but we did find one. So we do have that. Now, of course, we can't just, be like, oh, well, that's great to do it, okay, later, man. We have to also get ourselves an enchantment table, as well as some redstone. And with those two things, with those two elements, we just need to go into the night. And then after we do that, we have to get a sacrifice. Oh, which also reminds me, we need to get a golden lasso. Now, this is going to be something we have to do before we get into the whole building and stuff. So we do have a little bit more ways to go. I was wrong about thinking that we could do it right out of the gate. We do have a little bit more to go. But we should be approaching that magical point. Also, I'm going to need an Eye of Ender, if you wouldn't mind. So please, there we go. Eye of Ender. Absolutely wonderful. And then golden lasso. Let's go ahead and make one of these bad boys. So let's learn how to make it, and then let's go ahead and bring ourselves one over. So we're going to need to make a sacrifice in the blood ritual and blah blah blah. So this is all going to be very, very exhilarating things. We also discovered today that there is something else that is kind of a weird addition. We've been finding a bunch of these weird additions, but draconium is actually another one of those weird things. So draconium actually has some things with EMC values. Weird, right? I thought so too, but this is weird, and this is actually happening. So that's a thing. So there is draconium ingots in the future at some point, perhaps for us. It is not going to be an immediate thing, but just thought you guys should see that and know in case. So if you know that there's like some people are having some problems and you're kind of crafty when it comes to those things, then you can absolutely do those literal procedures, as it were. Now I'm going to be real cheeky about this, and I'm going to do a bad. All right, I'm going to do a real bad. I'm going to do this just here. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? This thing consumes all the land and destroys us? Yes. But is that my problem? No. Because I live in a different dimension. This is a horrible, horrible thing for me to say. Alright, so let me get this moo here. I can still do the ritual. Nope. Failed. Nope, still failed. Alright. I need another lovely volunteer. Hello? This is not drumstick. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead, just do that. Away with you, evil demon ground. I don't want to deal with you. Alright, evil demon ground is gone. Floating enchantment table can stay. But I am not dealing with this crap today. Alright, cool. So, anyway, that is all the stuff. Creeper. Don't. Just don't. I don't even want you to think about it. Alright, cool. And Hooskiddles. Let's go ahead and slash back. And we are right back in to the good stuff. So, almost your 11th month. Well, Felix, it's been a while. We've been together for a long time now. So let's see here. I got myself some dirt, some cobblestone. Ooh, even got myself a 4-leaf clover and a potato seed and regular seeds and some raw meats. All very good. I suppose I shall go ahead and see what's in this 4-leaf clover. Hiya! It is the most beautiful ender pearl I've ever seen. I will immediately send it into the thing that I'll never see it again in. Alright. As I still continue to die. Ugh. Okay. Gold and I believe... Oh, no, it's iron. I keep thinking that it's that. It never is what I think it is, and it's really, really saddening. Alright, so gold and iron are the two things I will be needing for today's little mission before we go on our merry way. Gold, iron, And then, of course, we got to put them all together. Oh, and obsidian, because it would be really silly of me not to have the thing that will keep me alive. But here we go. Should just be a simple matter. I think I reversed this. Did I reverse it? Yeah, I always reverse this. Did I reverse? Oh my lord, I still picked up a gold instead of a diamond. I am... Melanta. Alright. Let's go ahead and give this a gander. So like that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. Now I gotta do this sort of speedy-ish, but there's not that much going on here, so this shouldn't be too hard. Alright, Builder's Wand, check. Now there is one more thing that we generally do try with this, which is, where are you, where are you? This guy. Actually, is it this guy? I don't know. I feel like, I thought this thing was unbreakable, but I'm not entirely sure. So let me go ahead and see if that is still a thing. Let me get 2 iron ingots, 2 diamonds. And let's see. I don't know if that's true. It actually would be a relatively nice thing to have at this point, in terms of it's actually not really useful, but it would be something that would simplify my life down quite a bit if I could just, I did backwards again. But it would be nice if I could just get an unbreakable hoe, so we'll see. Now let me put this into here. Alright, so something like that, and then like that. Alright, now let me see here. So, if this does work, and let me not use that because that would be bad. Does this work? The answer is no, it does not. Alright. So, unfortunately, reversing hoe, you are of no good to us. Although, I can do this. Just kidding, can't do that. Okay, so it does have infinite durability here. It just doesn't cooperate. Alright, that's whatever. Hey, cutie. Just working on some stuff. I don't have it, actually. Hey, Alex. Can you send it to me on Skype? We'll see. Jerome has apparently been like highly anticipating the day I got onto the Discord, and I'm kind of scared, to be completely honest, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Alright, so anyways, I'm getting off track here. Let me go ahead. I'm going to store this bad boy into here. I will hold on to the Builder's Wand, and I'm going to just chuck that gunpowder and redstone right back to from whence it came. And we are going to go ahead, and I'm going to go scouting around for a base. Now, for those of you who were not here or just don't remember or didn't particularly care at the time because you're like, this is going to blow over, we don't have to worry about this actually happening. Yes, you will actually have to worry about this now, because I am actually committed to this idea. So we are currently in the Aether. Aether is all wonderful and blah, blah, blah is the Aether. But here is the catch. The base design that I'm deciding to go with is something actually we talked about in Sky Factory series, which is I am going to make this based off the basic ideas of a not power generator, but a reactor, a big reactor to be exact. So, let's push draconium out of our minds for a moment, and let's start putting together the pieces of the large empire that we eventually need to create. We are going to need quite a few things, and I think this is as good a place as any. Actually, let's go a little bit further. Let's collect all of our stuff, and then we'll go about our business. That'll be what we do. Blue slime. Can I absorb you? No, I cannot. All right, you can be on your merry way. All right, so let me see. Let's go back, and we will drop off some of this stuff because we don't need this. So, hiya, all of you away. We also have some Crucio Crucio essence left over. I, the English, do good I ham. Alright, so I need to get myself graphite. Graphite, of course, being something that's not too hard to come by. So I think it's just coal. That's cooked coal. And that in turn... Nope, this is a sag mill. This is not what I wanted. You? Hey, graphite bar. Excellent. And actually, I don't even need any more than that. But hey, I'll take some more. All right, so gonna go ahead, throw the graphite into there. And I'm gonna actually even go as far as to take this graphite bar and then let's just kind of sprinkle its love around and make that the graphite block. Cool. And then once we have all this in good place and good working order, reactor casing, going to require yellorium, graphite, and iron. And then once I have that, I can actually learn how to make it forever, which is also very handy. For those of you who are now having like traumatic flashbacks of like, oh gosh, no, not the big reactors again. It's going to take 3 billion years. We're going to be here forever. Don't worry, you're only partially correct. We're not actually going to be here for all eternity. We're just going to be here for the better part of our lifetimes. In all seriousness, though, it should be significantly faster than doing it the old way, because the old way was, well, it wasn't really, I shouldn't call it the old way, because it wasn't really all that different, but it's just, we didn't have EMC, which was the big drawback, right? It would kind of inhibit our ability to create the actual parts en masse, which was really obnoxious. And because of the actual ability to just use my EMC table out of nowhere, we basically have a mobile station where we can get anything that we want out of it, which is really, really handy. So yeah, it should be okay. I think we'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna get a yellorium fuel rod here. We of course are gonna also need, I don't actually have the ability to make that. Control rods, yeah, okay, we're gonna need some extra stuff here. Alright, I'm going to need some reactor casings. I'm also going to be requiring some redstone and diamonds. Alright, so redstone, diamonds. Now, it's not completely inclusive. I don't know why that is, but I'm sure there's some good reason. And so, the reactor controller is one of the things that we can do. We can also do the control rod, which is going to be the thing that caps off our fuel rod, so that's important. And we also can do the power tap, which is where we get the power from, which of course is necessary. And then the access ports and the coolant ports are also something that we can do, and we can actually learn the things for. And then we can also learn the things that we need for the active cooler. Now, the turbine controller, for whatever reason, is not able to do this. I'm assuming it's because of plutonium. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that would be my guess, is that plutonium ludicrite. I don't even know what that is. What is ludicrite? What in the world are you? Okay, how does one... I have never heard of ludicrite. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. That is really, really weird. Alright, I'm not going to question it. Alright, so anywho. I'm going to need piston, chest, and a bucket. So let me get those things. So piston, chest. I swear we could turn this series into like partially Sesame Street, because at some points my brain goes like at half optimal efficiency here. Bucket, and I'm just like, and today we're gonna learn how to make a bucket. Woo! And you guys are just rolling your eyes at me like, Choco, please. Why you gotta be this way? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm weird. I just kind of started off this way. And I cannot do this to save my life. Why is that? Because, Choco, you didn't make... No? Oh, I need another piston is why. Alright, so let me go ahead and grab the piston here, and let's try that one more time, shall we? Boom, shakalaka. And I think we're all in good shape here. So let's go ahead and learn all these things. And... we should be in good shape. Now, division sigil, I'm going to store away. That is something that I really don't want to mess with again. It's not hard. We just did it. It didn't take that long. I just don't want to have to deal with it again. So we're going to leave that in there for the time being. We'll be back for this stuff in all likelihood. I don't think we're going to abandon it outright, but we will, for the time being, step away from all this stuff, and we'll hopefully be not worrying about this junk. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Do I know the Discord? I think we've been on Discord. Oh, I do know the Discord.
Allison flooded it a while ago.
Hi,
oh, that's
I
nice
lied.
of him.
I remembered having a Discord now. My bad. Hello.
Choco! What?
Hi.
Is that you, Dad?
Hi,
dude.
After all these years, Choco?
Hey, son. I've missed you.
You beautiful bird, you. We're about to actually, Ben's setting up a machine for us that auto-duplicates AOA mobs, and the one that we got is called a Fishix. So if you wanted to ever raise your hunter level, we're going to be spam creating a bunch of Fishixes, killing them repeatedly over and over again, and just spamming hunter level up. We're basically breaking hunter.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm okay. I don't really like AOA to be completely honest. It's a mod that I don't get along with. But
What doesn't get along with you?
Well, yeah, what have you been up to then, man? I have never caught you on. You always record later.
yeah, I'm actually kind of building up my own stuff, getting my resources in order on all that junk. So I finally got my EMC up. I'm about to get my power up, and I'm gonna do a couple other things here and there. But I'm finally getting my resource generation up because that's what I do. So.
Cool. Well, if there's anything any of us can help with, we're pretty set. So
I'm gonna blow your house up.
There is only one rule that I would like to enforce here, Jerome, and that's to make sure that you kill Ben. That's the only real rule that we have.
What?
That's all we ever want. Any of us.
That's the only rule we really enforce around here.
As long as that's upheld, I really don't mind. I mean, you can follow your heart's content to do whatever you like, but just make sure that
I'm
that one
unkillable, dude.
cardinal rule is kept up.
Ben, don't brag like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't.
I'll drown you in poop, Ben.
That
Man.
that escalated quickly.
Yeah, 2D
You're
picked up
telling me.
raw sewage one time and flooded my house. Which, by the way, Choco, can I show you something pretty cool if you TP?
I'm really scared.
No, it's actually really cool. You'll like it. You'll like it a lot. Do you have a flying anything?
Yeah, I can fly around.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me know. Okay, you ready, Choco?
Yeah.
Oh, over here. No, wait, no,
Yeah.
right here. Look, I made my house. It's a replicated. It's
Banana
inspired. Sorry, inspired by the house from Up.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you can fly it from the front porch using the helm. It literally flies and everything.
Oh, it's an Archimedes thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Oh, that's so
all the
cool.
chests, you would think they would glitch out, but they actually don't. None of the chests, nothing glitches, and you could just fly around, move it. All the engines are hidden inside of the air balloons as well, so it moves really fast. There's tons of engines in there.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yeah,
I have a
buddy.
flying banana.
Yeah, 2D actually did build a giant flying banana, and that's his. Yeah, that's for another time.
I'm not ready for that. My body's not ready. What's this one random
No, it's
dirt?
not.
Do you want to get rid of this dirt?
Well, dirt. Where's the? Is there random
it's-
dirt?
Yeah,
Oh,
random dirt.
yeah, that was when I had to stop. 2D took raw sewage and flooded my house, and I guess I forgot it. It's
2D, why you gotta be this way?
It just happened. Sorry, man.
well, because baby, he was born this way.
Honestly,
Exactly.
I wouldn't have him any other way. He's handsome just the way he is.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right,
Choco, I missed you, man. We got to do an episode together.
Oh yeah, for sure. In the near future, I think after today, I'll be down to record some stuff together. So
Oh my
that'll
dad.
be good.
Holy dads.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I'm hoping to have it so by the beginning of next week, I'll have some stuff that the community can do, and I can start setting up puzzles and some fun things for you guys. So that is my game plan.
Why is so nice? Yeah, by the way, it's pretty shocking because a lot of people have yet to come, but I think in total we have about 7 or 8, maybe 8. No, actually, it might be like 9 active players.
Yeah, we have quite a few here. Yeah, so I'm the one thing that I have to have the answer straight from 2D actually.
I didn't do it.
Are you trying to reach a high score for deaths? Is there something that like you achieve? 'Cause a lot of my viewers have been asking like, is he doing like some kind of weird death ritual where he's gonna become like the
It
most...
just happens to the best of us. It just happens to the best of us, or the worst of us. Mainly the worst of us.
Well, it can happen to the best or worst, so we'll just leave it indeterminate as to
Exactly.
which one it is.
It's just like I wasn't planning on it, but it happened. So I'm just like, you know what? If I'm gonna be the best at something, it's probably this. So I really went all in on it. You know what I mean?
You know what,
You know,
Jerome? I like this
you're the
2D guy.
best.
He doesn't settle for doing things like half-heartedly. It's like if I die, I will die the best of my ability. Like, look at him.
Exactly.
He's
Yeah,
a
he
winner.
really, he's a real stand-up guy.
He just fills houses with sewage.
Oh
every
no,
now and
I'm sorry. He's actually a real fall-down guy. With all
Right down the
deaths.
stairs.
With
then.
all the
Oh my
deaths.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll leave you guys to your hunter level extravaganza. Perhaps I will knock on your doors for help later on because AOA is one of those things I just.
Speaking of knocking
Rain,
on
no.
doors, you should come down to the office if you ever have a spare week and knock on our doors physically.
Ooh, that's true, huh? And I can also meet the bunny.
You having that Cookie? Oh my god, dude, Cookie is
Oh
the
my
best. He's
gosh.
the best dog on earth, man.
Yeah, I've heard.
Oh my god, dude, I love my face is lit up like you wouldn't believe. Even the thought of her, I just smile, dude. I love that rabbit.
He really does.
Oh, trust me, I know.
She's the best thing on earth, man.
Oh my goodness. All right, well,
She
you
speaks
boys,
7 languages.
you boys have fun. You be good, and I will see you guys hopefully in the nearest future. We'll record some stuff together. Yeah.
Yep,
Sounds perfect. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, take care, boys.
All right,
Bye
bye.
bye.
That was
Oh.
my dad. God.
All right. Anyways, so that was a thing. It's always good to hear Jerome's voice. Jerome honestly is like he's just like one of your favorite people in the world. You can't really not like Jerome. Jerome is just he is a good one. He's a good potato. As far as potatoes come, he is a very, very good potato. Let's see here. So now this is gonna be a huge throwback because I don't remember anything about this. 31. 31 is the magical number of magicalness. However, we're going to be doing something crazy today. We're going to be doing something... Whoop. Alright, so we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we normally do, which is I'm going to actually be doing this as a 32. Or not 32. Is it a 32? Yes, a 32. 32 by 32 by 48. This is the maximum size for a big reactor. It is not going to be a 31, which is normally what we do because we like to have things centered. But we're going to be doing things in a little bit of a different way this time, and hopefully it will go well because I'm not sure if it will. But I really hope it does. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, it's going to be one of those episodes. Prepare for a lot of counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't even know anymore. We're going to do it this way. Instead of doing it in this really silly way, I'm just going to put down the casing. And then we're going to see from there. So once I hit 32, we'll know that we have gone far enough. And the answer is we did not go far enough. All right, cool. So... and then just fill it in with some more reactor casing. Darn it. I still don't have enough. I was close, but not quite. Alright, and there we go. So that should be 32. Should be fine. And then with this, of course, we do have... I think 32 is inclusive, so we have to go 32 this way as well. Yeah, I think I want to go this way. It's easier to break things. Alright, so let me just go ahead. Get rid of all this stuff. And let's see. Let's see if we can get their magicalness in here. Now, I don't think they have implemented the ability for reactors to go into meltdown mode or whatever. I do know that they were thinking about that at some point, but I don't know if they ever actually reached it. And this one's going to be sneaky. It's going to be a little sneaky badger, because this one is going to actually... whoop. This one is actually going to be missing 1 from the number, because we already have the first one down. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is going to settle that nonsense, and then let me go right on ahead. I suppose we'll just do it like this. Alright, let's go ahead, just zoom, zoom, zoom all the way over like that. And then we'll meet over this way. Alright, so here we go. Let's just run through here. And we also do have a couple of little cozy houses, which honestly, maybe I'll try to incorporate into this whole design element. We'll see. But first, beat of business is first. I'm going to have to go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. You might be asking yourself, Choco, why don't you just use your... Oh, actually, wait, is there might be a mode for this. Wide shot? Hold on, let me see what wide shot actually means before I commit to this as an idea. Is this what I think it is? So if I do it like Hayabusa, I think that might be. Alright, let's give this a try. It didn't go too deep. Let me see if this is going to work the way I hope it works. Like, I just feel let down. I really feel like I got let down just now by the game. Like I don't I feel like I just got trolled. I feel like I just got trolled by the game, and it was just, it told me these wonderful promises of how it wasn't going to do that, and then it went ahead and did it anyways. And you know, that's not cool, man. That's just not cool. That's just not how we do things here. That's just very, very rude. The game, it needs to learn some manners, is honestly what it needs to do. It should feel bad for being a naughty sausage, is what it should do. It should feel real bad. Coal shore. Upside, we got a lot of aether dirt. I mean, I can't really knock on that. Cobblestone, let's go ahead and get some more of these bad boys into the field. You may be asking what field I am talking about. It is a not actual field. It's figurative, not literal. Gosh. Alright, and then cobblestone, 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 since it doesn't actually matter that it's cobblestone. I think this is easy to break. Easy to break on this mod pack. So let me see here. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe I'm already fixing a mistake. It's too early in the series for this, man. It's too early for me to have already done a big boo-boo. I always have some of these every series, and I don't know why. Despite all of my quote-unquote better judgment, I still somehow manage to do this every dadgum time. I don't know how it's possible. Alright, so I'm just gonna fill this in now. Alright, cool. That will do. That's oh no, this will not do. This will not stand. This is not okay. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now that will do. That will do just fine. Alright, let's go ahead. Just break this all down. And we will keep on our way. Alright, cool. So we're just going to go ahead and go round and round like the vicious game of Snake. Or for those of you who are more familiar with this, Slither.io, Kappa. But we're just going to go ahead round and round. I'm actually going to make myself... Check this out, guys. You won't believe your eyes. You're about to witness something that you almost never see me do in a series. While I'm building, I'm going to keep my inventory somewhat organized. I know, it's crazy. It's just madness. You would think that I've been possessed by a spooky ghost, but I say unto you, I am not being possessed by a spooky ghost at the moment. Not that I ever have been possessed by a spooky ghost. Why would I say that? That sounded really suspicious, like I am often possessed by a spooky ghost. But let me tell you, I have never been possessed by a spooky ghost on a Wednesday. Not that I've ever been possessed by a spooky ghost any other day of the week, but I'm going to stop talking now before you become suspicious of whether or not I am a spooky ghost control person. Anyhow, look at all this beautiful dirt that I'm breaking down in a much more efficient manner. It's beautiful. I'm not going to go around like a snake. I'm going to go like I'm a freaking bulldozer, you know. And all that beautiful, beautiful stuff. Just going at it. Oh, I love it. And just like so. Let me go ahead, break this all down. And we are now, very rapidly, approaching the moment of truth. Alright, cool beans. Just like that, fam. Just like that. We ended up clearing out all that dirt. Oof. You see, this is surprisingly... It's surprisingly really, really great. I don't know what it is. But just clearing all this out just makes me feel happy. Now, I want you guys to take a good, hard look at the size of this pit. Because I want you to remember... For those of you who don't actually know what this conversation was, here's the basic, here's the gist of the conversation that I had during Sky Factory. The point of this build was to be that the big reactor was in the center, right? Because back then I was just like, you know, I was wide-eyed and had dreams of building like a goatfish, and now I'm more sensible, and I want to build large things, just not stupid large things that don't have any good practical purpose. So Back then I was talking about things like this is going to be the center, and then it's going to connect everything, which now I'm just like, forget that. I am going to use a Tesseract, and the Tesseract will be great, which I stand by now, because I am absolutely not going to be doing all these connecting lines, I don't think. I may end up changing my mind about that, depending upon how this ends up taking shape, but I really don't see that happening. But either way, that was the original idea. The idea was that I was going to run around with this as the center point, and then have everything branch off. So we're going to be doing that. Now you might be like, Choco, that's all great and dandy, but how is this like a compromise in any way, shape, or form? Because that doesn't sound like a compromise at all. That sounds more like you're just building a ground base. Well, we're going to make some sky elements to it. So it's not going to be a completely just on the ground kind of, you know, standard base, for lack of a better way to put it. We're going to be doing our own little spins on things and whatever else. So do look forward to that, hopefully. Hopefully I don't screw it up. And let me just go ahead and continue our merry quest here. As I continue to die, if I don't make it, please tell my Kwehes I love them. And also my apparent son, Jerome. He's a good potato. Oh my. Alright. Let me go ahead. Put all these bad boys down. Whoop. And just like that. Awesome. Now, for the actual part that will break my brain. The nice thing about this world is that we start off at about that 68 height. So we are all in the kind of sweet spot. Now, because of the fact that this world is almost completely flat, besides like these things and those and the trees and whatever, but because it's pretty flat, this is going to save me a lot of time and energy. It's almost going to be like I'm building this on Sky Factory, except I have like an actual ground to build on, which is nice. So let me go ahead, go up. I need to go up 48. Ugh. That was weird. Alright. So this part is going to go up 48. So I actually need to remove 2. Yes, 2. And let me just confirm that as indeed the max size. It is indeed. Alright, cool. So let me go ahead, build this bad boy up. And you can start seeing the scope of this bad boy. And I am praying. Whoop. That was not what I meant to do. Okay, well, I already screwed this up. So let's go ahead and try that again. I need 47 onto this one. And if I can confirm that that's the actual right size and whatever else, we should be a-okay. So... And just like that. 2, 1, and the last. Awesome. Alright, cool. So now we got ourselves the beginnings of a very, very lovely bit of reactors. Now, there is one thing that I would like to do. Because of the fact that I don't have the restriction that I normally have, of things such as common sense in terms of resources, I'm going to actually do reactor casing all the way around, because there really is no good reason for me not to just make this an empty case and make it look kind of what I think is cool looking. Now, this may not look agreeable to all of you, but this is going to be a decision that we all live with. So I'm sorry. For those of you who are currently screaming out in anger and madness and just being like, how could you do this to me? I thought that we had a bond. I thought we understood that reactor casings were just as good as glass. You're right, they're just as good. I will not argue that. However, we must move on to the age and the era of the see-through things. We must become transparent. We must become better than all these other people who hide behind their closed doors and hide behind all those walls and stuff. That actually, we're going to be building walls too, so we're not any better. But at least we'll have some glass reactor casing. At the very least, that's the very least I require. So let's go ahead and boop. Then we will do this part. was that? Okay. Could have sworn I just heard items being galooped, but I don't. I don't know. Alright, so that should be 48 across the board. Should be. Okay, cool. So we have all this part done. And we will have to get some reactor glass, which I don't actually think we ever made. So let me go ahead and do just that. Oh, lordy. Alright, so slash home, goatfish. And we shall take from them everything, including the pants. Glass and reactor casing. I can absolutely darn tootin' do that. That was one glass. I thought I could do it. Perhaps not. Depends on whether or not I can count today. And also, why does it feel like I have a hair in my mouth still? What is going on here? You guys ever get that? I'm convinced there's a hair in my mouth, but it's like a ghost hair. I don't know where, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where it's coming from. But it's like there's a hair in my mouth. And it's trying to kill me. It's slowly trying to find my weakness. Alright. React. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Well, I'm almost certain. Darn you, ghost hair. Curse you, trying to possess me. Alright, well, I have no idea. If I die and I start, like, making gagging sounds and stuff, assume that I was murdered by a spooky ghost hair. Or, you know, just hair. Although, I do know I have luxurious locks. I kind of doubt it was my hair. But we'll see. It must be ghost hair. It's the only explanation. Alright, boom, boom, boom. Just like that. And then another one for the road. And then we will also fill this all in. And just like that, some more reactor glass. And then we'll fill this in. Uh-oh. No! Reactor glass. We need more of you. Alright, reactor glass. Boom, 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 boom. But look at how much easier this is to build, even without the cool builder's wand. We don't need no cool builder's wand. We got this builder's wand. And more importantly, with this builder's wand, I don't have to worry about strange things happening where it's trying to like leak off the sides of the world. This is great. And also, yes, I am aware that we're going to be breaking some holes into this for the reactor thingies, but that's fine. Alright, so now I need to just go ahead and fill this in. And for those of you who are also curious, why in God's green earth is a big reactor coming into play at this point? You might be like, that's ridiculous, Choco. You just straight up do not need a big reactor. To you, I say, hodgepodge. I always need nice things. And then I also will say that we're starting to run into that point of the game, which is ridiculous because we're not that far into a series. But we're starting to run into the whole idea of it would be nice if we had more power for our different machines and stuff like that, and making sure that our machines are always well powered, which is a completely different thing than the bare minimum, right? Bare minimum, completely different story. But for our case, we would like to have it on full on Super Saiyan. So we'll see. But alright. Let's put that down there. And we are going to need some more reactor glass. 139%. Alright, coolie beans. And then we will... Whoop. Please. What are they doing? They're up to no good. I know that. I know that lag anywhere. Something has happened in a chunk. Somewhere in Minecraft, a chunk was harmed. Some poor chunk in this world. The chunks deserve better. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this in. We should have enough, rather, to fill in this side. Now the height is going to make this a little bit more of a hassle to fill than the top was. So we just be aware that this will take slightly longer. But then again, you compare this to whenever we were building this in Sky Factory. This is nothing. This is a walk in the park kind of thing. This is really, really nothing. Alright. And just like... So just... Triggered. Alright. And... Oh no. Did they break it? Did you boy... You see this screen? That's the screen of disappointment. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Just disappointed. Like these poor Minecraft chunks, they just want to live a happy life of being a Minecraft chunk without being endangered. So today, save a Minecraft chunk. Leave a like button on this channel where we do not harm the Minecraft chunks nearly this often. We do hurt them every now and then by accident, but that's just because it's an accident. But make the difference. Vote today with your like buttons. Save a Minecraft chunk. And also hashtag blame Ben. I completely support this endeavor. Alright, so let's see here. Up, 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 up. Yes, I understand we're going to need some control rods. We need many more things before we are even close to being a full reactor, my friends. Alright, you know what? I kind of want to go into cruise control, so I'm going to actually fill in the vertical here. So I can just do this again 3 more times. I don't have to worry about doing this whole up and down business once. So let's buckle up, fam. Welcome to the grindy part of the episode, which I'm sure many of you all are like, grindy part of the episode, Choco? This is a grindy series. To which I say to you, you're not wrong. At this point, you're not wrong. We will do some like Choco trolling, by the way. Choco pranks, not like actual like LOL get wrecked, but we'll be doing some Choco pranks in the nearest future. So we'll see. We'll see how this all goes down. Alright, but anywho, let me go ahead. Let's start with this side. And just like that. Oh. Brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it? Oh, it's still laggy. There is something afoot. There is something afoot, and it is not my foot. And it is very confusing to me. Because you would think a foot would mean a foot, but it is not here. Reactor glass. Give me more. Infinite cosmic power. Alright. This is the one thing that if we had the super ultra builders one, it would be kind of... This would be super fast, but that's okay. And 10 years later. I really hope we wouldn't be doing this 10 years later, actually. That would be really bad. And let me go ahead. Just like that. Wait, no, not like that. No, no, it was so young. We could have done such wonderful things. All right. I feel like I sometimes can be a drama queen. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's fill this in. Bibbity boop and bibbity boop. Cool, cool, cool. So 2 more faces to go, ladies and gents. 2 more faces. And we should be in good shape. So there is one. And then there... I mean, there's one. Not the faces. Don't worry. We're not going backwards in progress. Someone out there isn't watching the video. It's like, what? He broke him? No, no, no. We haven't broken anything yet. We're just getting the rest of these faces ready. Now, I am really hoping that this does register correctly, because it is... I'm gonna probably have to cry if it's gonna be like a reactor casing. Must be placed on the top and bottom. Actually, no. I guess that wouldn't be too bad. But if it did it like on every side, then that would be kind of obnoxious. Uh-oh. Reactor. Give me all of your reactor goodness. I will even throw away my yellorium for you. My reactor. My reactor. You are so beautiful. Alright. This should be the second to last strip for this one. And... whoopsies. And just like that. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And just like that, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the last phase of this already. Isn't that great? Like, honestly, tell me that isn't absolutely stellar. Like, it's great. It's grand, boys. It's grand. And, of course, we are going to go for a northwest. Not northwest isn't like the actual direction northwest, but north and west. We're going to have to be aware of kind of where we are in orientation. So we're going to try to make it a north-facing base. Which, actually, that's not even a completely... oh, is it? Yeah, no, I guess that would be. So it would be a north-facing base. So the main entryway will be facing north. And the reason for that is, of course, because we don't want the sun to go to the back of someone who is kind of going in and out and all that business. Because presumably going in and out would be the main thing, right? It'll also help with some lighting and stuff like that, hopefully. We'll see. But we'll get through this. Whoop. And... woo! One more. Or, I mean, two more. I know my numbers. One's like a 2. In Roman numerals, 1 and 2, 2 is just 2 1s. But if 2 1s are that, does that mean that there are 2 2s? Or half of a 2? Which is also correct. I'm confusing myself. I was trying to sound smart, instead I just sound like a maniac. Like I've lost my marbles, which I have. I'm still looking for them. I have not found them yet. Alright, so, reactor glass, all done. Goodbye. I do not wish to see you right now. You can vanish from my presence. So that is all done and dusted. Now begins the endeavor of love. So, I'm going to need some lovely volunteers. I'm going to need for myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15, 16. So this should fall on the 15th one. Hold on a second. Wait, no. That should fall on one. Should fall on the 16th one? Question mark. Yes. That should hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should be 15 as well then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excellent. So that's centered. All good. All good, my friends. Also, I am in desperate need of a bed because I do not want mobs to spawn here. Darn it. There is no bed here. / home goatfish. No, I do not want these mobs here. I want them to leave. I want them to leave me alone. That guy's really, really tall. That guy's really, really tall. Alright, you want to make fight? I will make fight. Hiya! Goodbye. I make fight, and I win all the make-up fights. Hiya, hiya. Goodbye, legendary large dude. I don't know what you are, I do not know what you want. If you want money, I can tell you. I could probably EMC you some. I also have a particular set of skills that involve grinding for large periods of time. Ah! Ah! What's happening? The world. AoE of group resistance. That sounds very useful. I'll learn that. And we also have some tin ore and junk, which I don't particularly care for, so off with their heads. Wally? Let's talk about this, Wally. Wally? I didn't want to have to do that to you, Wally. You've been a good and loyal robot friend. Just kidding, not really. Matter Overdrive. This is actually a mod that I'm really quite curious about. I would like to know exactly what is going on with this, because I feel like you can make robot pets. I feel like that's where it's naturally trying to lead me to, but I'm not sure. I'm never too sure. Common loot bag, arrows. Oh, did that give me electrical steel? It did give me electrical steel. How interesting. I guess I should have been opening them the entire time. It's raining in the aether. Oh, hot diggity dog. All right, well, whatever. Yellorium fuel rods. This is going to also be quite the stinky pants. So I know this isn't going to be the most, like, you know, quote unquote safe thing in the world, but it should be fine. This should be one. Wait, hold on. So something like this. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so did I space this out correctly? Yes, I did. Okay. Ooh, actually. Yes, I'm going to move you all one over. Alright, so just like so. Just like that, we have the first of many, many different problems. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing across the board here. The middle part I do want empty, so that's why that's happening. We are probably not going to have this many fuel rods. To be completely honest with you all, this is unlikely to happen. However, it's going to give me the awareness of where I would like for my spacing to be. This is more about aesthetics rather than practicality. I understand that this is probably not going to be the most efficient reactor in the world because there's different things about setups of how you want to set up your... It's like it just wants to troll me. That's literally what I feel like is happening. It's just trolling me. It's playing them songs going, you see me trolling, and I'm just like, yeah, you're right. You troll me, bros. You have done a right proper job of trolling the bejeebers out of me. And I can't say nothing about it. Can't say nothing about it. Alright. And this looks really creepy. It almost looks like a grave, like a giant cemetery of sorts. It's very, very spooky. And whoop, that one is not like the others. Ah, no. No one saw that. It never happened. Ooh, Phoenix King, thank you for the 5 cheer. Appreciate it. As I cough and make everyone deaf. And we are almost there, fam. Don't you? I will consume your Yellorium. Alright. Slow and steady does it, boys. Slow and steady wins the race. And just like that. We are... Oh, you doodle goatfish. We need to move this all over one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We did it wrong. We left it onto the thingamajig. No. Why? Ah! Are we gonna be talking about this? Do I need to find some protection soon? Should I be scared for my life? The obvious answer to the question is yes, but I'm scared now. I'm very scared for my life and for my mortal soul. Like, I don't want my house to be full of sewage. Do you know how much work that's gonna be to clean up? That's gonna be monstrous. I don't want to worry about that. Jeremy Parrott, thank you for the 20-bit cheer. I'm still not used to the cheer sound. It always kind of discombobulates me. Ooh. Ah! I don't like the speed. Nope, nope, no speed movement buff. I don't want it. I don't want your speed movement buff, darn it. Stop this madness immediately. Alright, now in the proper spot. Good golly gee. And alright, cool. Woo! I don't know what I just hit R. Where did I get bread from? Did he give me bread? Did Jerome just drop me bread? It's like he was dropping some dough on me. Huh? Huh? I swear, I have friends. I have friends like this big reactor. It's gonna be a friend of mine. Cry every time. Please, not like these. Ooh. Almost left behind a crucial helium fuel rod. That would have been no good. I can't possibly operate under the circumstance of not having that one. Would have been critical for the mission. And just like that, we are well on our way. Very, very good. Very, very cool. And we are in good shape now. All right. So let me see here. Could have sworn I heard something. All right. So we now have this all set up. Now I do like the illusion of this being something where it's a little bit more dense towards the middle. And by the illusion of something, I mean that's just the fact of the matter. So I think I want to do that. I think that's actually kind of counterproductive as far as the reactor goes. So we're gonna leave these ones intact. So the cross sides we will leave intact. But let's see how many we got here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 10 of these in any given row. All right. So we're gonna knock out 2. Knock out 2 here. Hopefully not destroying that in the process. Alright. And then that's going to leave us with 4 right here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and knock out the 2 here. And then that's going to be just fine. Actually, yeah, let's see how that works. Let's see how that looks first before we commit to anything in terrible detail. Yeah, I can get behind that, I think. Alright, and then because I'm gonna have to break you and you down. then also you and you down. And then that's going to be... That's going to be quite the pickle. Yee. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this now. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So we'll just do the same thing for the other spots. Then these two right here. And then just like that. Good, good. One more side. Nope. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. What the fleep did I do? I did this wrong. Alright. We good? No, we ain't good yet. Bang. Alright, now we good. Alright, we cool, man. We cool. Let's go ahead, break these down. And then break you two down, I think? Yeah. Alright, beautiful. So now we got this whole nonsense going. And then we will need... let's get the corners out of here. Yeah, I like that. Alright, I can get behind that. So just one to either side of the thingamajig. And I am going to have to relieve a lot of that space there, because that's not going to work. And then what we can do is, for this central part, we'll hollow that out. And then we'll just do... I think that'll be okay. I understand that this is not at all... Like, this is definitely not an optimal way to do this. But at the same time, what do we care? We have infinite Yellorium. We'll be fine. Alright, so let me go ahead. Build this bad boy up. Alright, Yellorium fuel rod. This is a lot of Yellorium fuel rod, by the way. For those of you who are like, oh, that's kind of whatever. No, that's a lot of Yellorium fuel rod. Don't get that mistaken. That is a lot of Yellorium fuel rod. Looks kind of like the UK flag. Maybe. I can kind of see that. Alright, this thing is going to be an absolute monster, by the way. It's going to consume Yellorium, like, at a ludicrous pace. However, that actually is okay, because what we can do is we can have a passive way to create Yellorium, I believe, involving magical crops. I think we can do that. So it shouldn't be the end of the world. Don't get me wrong, though. It's going to be an absolute monster setup. But we'll see. We'll see how this works out. I'm hoping that this will work out just fine. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Alright. Try the Builder's Wand for vertical building. I don't think Builder's Wand works that way. Unfortunately. It'd be great if they did, but I don't think it does. Now, honestly, if I wanted to do this with a Builder's Wand, it's possible to do it, but my brain is not the best brain that you'll ever meet, so we could just make a sheet of it, and that could just break through it with the red matter, because red matter is way easier to break through with. But I think I'm going to stick to this for now. It's really simple. It is really, really simple. And let's go ahead. Build this up a little bit more. And let's do it again. Whoa, lag. You know what, let's check out the corners. I don't like those corners. The more I'm looking at those corners, the more I dislike them. This will also relieve some of the whole, there's too many of these things too close to each other. Should help with that a little bit. But you can tell here, these are pretty close together, and having that many close together, probably not the best idea in the world. Probably not. Actually, what we could do is... Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. It'll cut down some of the work that we have to do now. And I think it'll also make it a little bit more efficient. And I think it may even look a little bit better. So let me go ahead. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to knock out these ones. So that means that the concentrated points of heat will be between the ones in the very inner part, right? And then it'll also be on this. So it'll be like it's two rings, really, is what it is. So this will be a little bit better, I think. But all right, so we'll get all this going. That's all one thing or another. The question of cooling is going to come into play here, which I'm sure some of you guys are having at this point. You're probably having like a little breakdown, being like, "But Choco, this thing is going to explode. It's going to be so hot." Again, I don't know if they have meltdowns in this yet. I don't think they do, but hopefully they don't. We have the Blizz rods that were gifted to us. I kind of think that's sort of cheap to get them and then be like, "Oh, well, you know, we received them as a gift and then we just made a huge tech jump." So I may still decide, like, hey, you know what? I kind of want to go find it on my own. But for all intents and purposes, we do have Blizz rods right now. We could make the Blizz seeds. So it is something that we could definitely do if we were so inclined. Let me go ahead and just wipe these out. Let me see what this looks like, actually, because I after having done it now, there's no really going back. Well, I mean, we could easily go back, but I'm committed, darn it. I am darn stubborn. Oh yeah, no, that looks actually like it could potentially be something that's not going to explode and kill me. All right. Choco used diamond blocks. Is diamond blocks better? Are they better than the cryotheum? I don't think they are. I am not entirely convinced that they are better. And apparently people in chat are telling me that if I screw this up, I'm going to be a very, very sad Choco, and there's going to be a lot of wasteland. Diamond blocks are better than cryo. Oh. They don't lag as much. Well, is it going to really lag that much with cryotheum? I don't feel like it will. For those people saying Builder's Wand, I don't think Builder's Wand can do that, can it? If you know a way a Builder's Wand can speed this up, by all means, let me know, but... Cryo's better, but diamond blocks have less lag. How much lag are we talking for cryo? If it's super laggy, then we could use diamond blocks. It's not a huge problem. Up, 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 up. And just like that. I think cryo will be cool. So right now, there's kind of like this whole thing about whether or not we should go with cryo or diamond. Cryo being a liquid and also it being really cold and wanting snow to be kind of falling down. Apparently it's a pretty big source of lag. However, it's not, diamond is not nearly as good as cryo is. Whether or not it really matters at the end of the day, if we have a super efficient thing, probably isn't a big deal. but alright, so it looks like people are generally saying that diamond for something of this project size would probably be a little bit better. So how would we make a compromise? For the ones in the front, we'll make it so those are cryothium cooled, and then the rest are diamond cooled. So the center will have a cryothium coolant, and then so like this part here, there'll be cryothium surrounding each one of these fuel rods, and then there'll be cryothium surrounding these ones here in the middle as well, and the rest will be diamond. Would that be alright? Would that be acceptable? I'm not worried about efficiency. I really doubt we're gonna need this much power even. If I really want power, we can switch this to active, and that can even be more, but I really doubt we're gonna need this much power. Okay, so we'll do a weird cryo and diamond hybrid. For the time being then, we'll install this with diamond for this particular part, because this episode is gonna be a long one. But we'll install diamond here as coolant probably in the next episode, and then we'll go look for blizz on our own and all that stuff, and then we'll try to collect a blizz rod for ourselves, and then do cryothium for that, and we'll just kind of go from there. I think that'll be the game plan, so that way we'll have a mix, because I really do want to use cryothium. I've always heard all these wonderful things, but we'll see. Down we go. And up we go. How many more fuel rods? Oh, we have quite a bit actually. Surprised, I thought we didn't have that many things left. And just like so. Yeah, I'm sure, okay, hold on. One thing that we've always done, and one thing I kind of like to do for myself, is I like to find everything, unless it's like not possible anymore because someone else has conquered it or whatever. I generally like to be able to do things and have like say that I've done them actually. And so for things like accepting the dark matter, for example, we stayed away from that because even though we were gifted some dark matter, I know that there's a public power source and there's a public EMC source and all this other stuff. But because we have all that stuff out there, doesn't mean I'm going to use it. I prefer to actually be able to gain access to it myself. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the blizz rods. Ben put like a little spawning machine under our base, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Do a wind miner from big reactors makes more. Yeah, we may make the active portion, which is the turbines and stuff and steam, but we'll see. Let's go ahead. And whew, we're almost there, fam. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. We're gonna make the Tessies private. Ah, yes. We should also probably do that as well. Is there a setting for Tessies to make them private? I don't actually know if that's a thing. And then just a little bit further. Alright, excellent stuff. And then we just have those 4 and then the 8 in the middle, and then we're done. Then we are done with at least this portion of it. We're not actually done filling it up because we have a little more to go, but that part really shouldn't be nearly as bad. That part should actually be quite simple to do. We'll start this up for the time being without any coolant just to see it run, right? Just to make sure that it will work, and then we'll worry about coolant later. Because as long as we don't keep it on, it shouldn't, like, even if it has a meltdown function, which I don't know if it does, we should be a-okay. So let's go ahead, build this up. And then 2 more to go. So, stream, I have to ask a question to you guys. Will this explode? Like, are meltdowns actually a thing now in big reactors? Because before, there wasn't really a penalty. It just, like, the only thing that would happen if you had a really hot reactor was, you know, the reactor would waste fuel. Like, can they actually explode these days? Because that's something new. Which is both great and also mildly terrifying. Alright, big reactors do not explode. So I'm assuming that they just become increasingly not as, they become increasingly not as efficient. Because if this does explode, at this footprint, I do expect a rather large explosion, which would be pretty bad. Alright. And just like that, fam. You know what? No, we shouldn't do it that way. Yeah, this is actually the prequel to Fallout. The entire Fallout series is actually based upon this this one moment here in Minecraft. One giant nuclear meltdown actually was the cause of Fallout, not a nuclear war. And there we go. And just like that, we're a third of the way there, pretty much. With this one, after we complete this one, we'll be halfway down the center. So this should end up being... This should, I think, okay, let me just make sure this isn't some kind of like crazy, like, oh, I can't even tell. All that should happen is if we get too hot, it's gonna just burn through fuel like immediately. There's not even gonna be a chance for us to catch up to it, and that's actually okay. I'm not too worried about that. The only thing I would be actually concerned about is if the reactor could explode. If the reactor actually has the ability to explode, then we might have some more problems. We may actually be in a little bit of bigger trouble here than what we bargained for. But we'll see. I don't think we will. I don't think we're going to trigger the ends of worlds. I think we'll be fine. This might cause crisis. I cause many problems, apparently. Alright, here we go. Last fuel rod. I know, you guys are probably just like, it's been forever. It's looking quite cool, though, I must say. Empty, it looks pretty darn neat. So let's take a... Whoop. Let's go ahead and take a gander at this whole thing. It looks pretty darn swag. I think it looks pretty darn swag. Let's go ahead. Let's find our way out. North, 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 north. Which way is north? This way is north. Alright, so currently, that's what the skeleton looks like. Skeleton isn't too terribly impressive. But when we consider the frame, I should say, is not very impressive. However, I think the fuel rods actually look pretty darn good. Now, this part we must do very, very carefully. Not that we're in fear of it exploding on us, but it would also not be very good if we end up like somehow ripping up all this rod. Yeah, this actually, I like this design. I actually do like this design. It does look nice. It is horribly inefficient, probably, but who cares? We'll be fine. When's efficiency ever been the thing to stop us? And now that we know about the Watch of Time and the way it interacts with magical crop, we can probably just do like a big old yellowite crop field. And then just make sure that's always producing yellowite in an auto crafter or whatever. I'm sure there's many different ways to get that done. AE2, I think, even if we have those crafting computers and whatever else, I think we can get that done through AE2. So I would imagine that this would actually be a relatively simple thing to get done. Okay. So those ones have outlets. I don't actually care if I recover this glass. I know, savagery, but the truth. The truth is the truth, and I cannot deny it. Alright. And just like so, I think we're in good shape. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and dump the yellorium fuel rods. That sounds like a horribly, horribly evil, like, corporate thing that someone did. And let's get these reactor control rods. There we go. They're not control rods, but these controller things. And then, nope, that is not the right thing. I need something completely different. I also need to not rip up the fuel rod. Alright, reactor. I need... I think I actually do need a reactor control rod. Silly me. Alright, I do not need... I do not need this many, but that's alright. Alrighty. There we go. Just down the line, like so. I am extremely scared for our safety. And for those of you who are like, Choco would never turn his back on items, you're right. I'm going back for every single last one of those things of glass, darn it. They will be mine. We will waste no EMC. Kappa, kappa, kappa. That's not even true. We've thrown away so much red matter at this point. Alright. So. Part 1. Done. Right? It is done and dusted. There is a blitz. As much as I would love to believe that's a blizz, it is not. Cannot live in these illusions. Whoop. Hi. Hello there. Not friends. If you would be so kind as to die. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Alright, as much fun as it is being on fire, I do not wish to be on fire anymore. Alright, sleepy time? And slash home. Actually, slash back. Ooh, that would be bad if we did slash home here. And then we probably should do a slash side home here pretty soon. Okay, so this is the north side. So this should be all that needs to be done at the top. The top should only be requiring that. Let's actually make this a little bit prettier on the top because I think this looks kind of ridiculous. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to make reactor casing. This should be something that shouldn't take too terribly long. Alright, this glass, unfortunately, will have to go. I'm sorry for all those who truly loved Reactor Glass Glen. If I just triggered anyone, I apologize. But at the same time, not really. But, you know, just sometimes you just gotta, you know, nail the problem right in the head, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? You feel me, fam? Just sometimes that's what we gotta do. And... whew. Go ahead, rip these up. I suppose that we'll just do a little bit of that. We'll see how this looks first before we consider expanding it a little bit width size, because diagonals in Minecraft do not look usually all that great unless they're a little bit thicker than this. They are actually connected, but right now it's just like a little, whoop, that little bit of a slim connecting point. That right there. It's vertices, or whatever important math words. But we shall try it with what we got. This is actually significantly easier, and the grind was not nearly as horrific. I am very much okay with that. Alright, that looks good. And then something along the lines of this. Let's see if it has to be thicker border. I don't think it will. I think it'll be just fine as is. Whoop. So some spooky settings in there. I don't want to mess with that. Okay. Oh, you know what we can do? We can make the... okay, I know what we're going to do. For those of you who just got my feels, thank you very much for knowing how I think. Also, be kind of concerned. You may want to see your physician immediately. Be like, I think I took some of Choco's mind. It's not a very good one. If I could just get it out of there, that'd be great. Alright, let's go ahead, put these away. Whoop. Ah! They actually ran out of reactor casing. By Jove. You wouldn't believe. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, first off, how does that look? Also, I am immediately turning off clouds, because clouds make me rage. Details, clouds, off. Thank you. Oh, well that's looking pretty good. But I do think it could stand to have that bit connected right there. Beautiful. And then we'll just do the same. Whoop, one too many friends. And just like so. Reactor casing. I'm just gonna get a whole bunch so I don't have to do this ever again. Kappa. Alright, looking good. So how does that look? Oh yeah, that looks... this is gonna look right. Oh, I think it's gonna look grand. Everyone's probably cringing, me like, that looks awful, Choco. I'm just sitting here being like, this is the greatest thing I've ever made. Take great pride in it. Oh, I take absolutely wonderful pride in it. And one last bit. And just like that, ladies and gents, we've got ourselves the top and the fuel rod section done. Which now leaves just one loose end, that one last bit. Let's kind of take a look at it from the top. Oh yeah, that looks great. That looks great, mate. That looks great. It looks powerful, Kappa. Alright, so let's go down. And then let's fill in the little nuts and bolts that aren't too terribly important, but we still need to do. So I actually will want... I'll probably want some reactor glass. I'll probably want some reactor casing. I'm also going to need an access port. I only really need one of these. And I only really need one coolant port because we're going to immediately take it out. I'm also going to need a reactor controller. And I'm going to need myself probably... Oh, yes, power tap so we can actually get the power. Because that would be bad. If we couldn't get the power, that would be very bad. Now let me see here. Let's do it like so. Alright. So, obviously, I'm going to do... What? What? Did I? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? I don't know what I did. I just wanted to put this in. What did I just do? Oh no. Oh no. What did I do? I did a spooky ghost. Oh no, the entire server. Did I do that? Did I just boom boom the server? I didn't mean to boom boom the server. Did I just boom boom the server? Did I just kill the server somehow? Uh-oh. Well, that's new, cause I just try to put down a controller. I'm confused. I don't understand how that works. What just happened? I am very lost. I am kind of scared. Okay, there's the server. Let's just try to sneak that in there one more time here. Let's just. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. I can't help but notice that my power tap is no longer here. Perhaps I wasn't the reason why it broke. Oh, yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Fam, it wasn't me. Alright. Okay, it was not me. It was one of them. It was one of the other adventuring boys. Alright, anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I'm going to probably just kind of keep on plopping on and trying to see if I can get the server to not hate itself, and I don't know, we'll give it like encouraging pep talks and whatever else. But we'll be back next time. We'll continue working the big reactor. We still have a fair bit of work to go, but the bulk of the grunt work is now done. So on the upside of that, that is going to be something you don't have to quite deal with anymore, which should be good. But yeah, we'll be back later. For those of you watching YouTube, obviously, they'll be back tomorrow with some more troll pack, where we're going to finish off probably the big reactor, at least setting up the important nuts and bolts, and we'll also probably put down the diamond coolant, at least some of it. So we'll be doing that at some point as well. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, consider leaving a like, rating down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you guys next time, and hopefully we'll get this all moving along. So take care, and ciao for now.